just see when the time comes. What did you make of Turki Al-Sheikh's FaceTime? He said he wants a trilogy. What did you make of it?
Турки хотів trilogy, так, третій бій. Що ти думаєш?
It's one Turkey.
Pardon?
That's what Turkey wants.
Okay.
Alexandr Usyk has finally revealed why he rejected Tyson Fury's push for a trilogy fight. According to Usyk, it now feels like a waste of time and resources. After all, losing once could be chalked up to an off day, but losing twice, months apart, goes beyond luck or one-off mistakes. It's simply the harsh truth.
And that was it. Can you come back from this, Tyson? I don't know. Listen, it's up to the man and whatever he wants to do. If he's got a good...
He's proven he has what it takes, while Fury remains trapped in denial, struggling with his pride after building himself up, only to be brought down twice.
People in the UK, what doubted my son? I said, every TV company you want sacking off. Sack him off Monday morning, so they don't know.
Now, Fury and his father are out here spinning conspiracy theories because accepting Usyk's dominance seems too much for his ego to bear. I want my revenge. I want my revenge, they cry. But the reality is clear. Coming off years of running the heavyweight division like he owned it, Tyson Fury was feeling untouchable. He had an unbeaten streak, a larger-than-life persona, and confidence so overwhelming it could light up the Vegas Strip. But here's the twist. Confidence doesn't win fights, especially when you step into the ring expecting your reputation to do the punching for you. Alexandr Usyk, on the other hand, came ready for war, not just with his fist, but with a razor-sharp game plan. Fury, meanwhile, gambled on his size and the tired notion that bigger always wins.
Alexandr Usyk, well, I want my revenge. I want my revenge, Usyk. Well done on tonight.
One of Fury's most asterisk chef's kiss asterisk brilliant decisions was bulking up for the fight. He came in heavier, banking on the idea that sheer mass would overpower Usyk, but physics had other plans. All that extra weight turned him into something as mobile as a parked car, a disastrous mismatch against Usyk, who moves like a boxing ballerina. And Usyk, he put on a clinic. His footwork was pure artistry, slipping in and out of range, landing clean shots, and commanding the ring like he owned the title deed. From the opening bell, he controlled the fight's pace, forcing Fury to play a game of catch-up he couldn't win. The stamina gap was staggering. While Fury was gasping for air by the halfway mark, Usyk looked ready to go another 10 rounds without breaking a sweat. It wasn't just physical domination, it was mental warfare. Usyk was the chess grandmaster, and Fury didn't even know the rules of the game.
Rounds up. A lot of people had me at least 2. I just don't know. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It's happened now. I know boxing, been in it all my life. You can't change no decisions. But I'll just always feel a little bit hard done by. Not a little bit, actually a lot. But I think when you don't get the knockout, this is what happens.
That second loss to Usyk didn't just sting. It completely short-circuited Tyson Fury's grip on reality. Instead of pausing to reflect on what had happened, Fury stormed out of the ring like a child who just had their candy stolen, mumbling about injustice and rigged judges. According to him, he won the fight by at least 3 rounds. 3 rounds, that's not confidence. It's delusion masquerading as damage control. 12 rounds down, God bless. I want my revenge for the robbery last time. Let's get it. Let's go, Fury declared. But he wasn't just mad at the judges. He took aim at the entire Saudi boxing system, calling the decision a robbery. Let's be real though, you can't rob someone who barely showed up to fight. Usyk's precise punches and flawless footwork left Fury with nowhere to hide, and everyone watching could see it. Everyone, that is, except Fury. Adding to the denial, Fury's promoter Frank Warren joined the parade, calling the scorecards dumbfounding. Apparently, watching his fighter get systematically dismantled wasn't convincing enough. 24 rounds down, listen now, it's already history, Warren insisted. As if the denial tour wasn't exhausting enough, Fury started barking about a trilogy. But here's the kicker. It didn't sound like he wanted another fight because of unfinished business. It felt like he needed redemption, like he was begging for a chance to rewrite the story he couldn't accept. Fury's confidence, The same swagger that once made him feel untouchable looked shattered. What remained wasn't determination but desperation. Fans and analysts alike were skeptical, and rightly so. What's the point of a third fight when the first two weren't even close?
Well done on tonight. God bless. I want my revenge for the robbery last time. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go.
Meanwhile, Oleksandr Usyk wasn't having any of it. When asked about the idea of a trilogy, he shut it down with a simple yet powerful statement. I have nothing left to prove. And he was absolutely right. He had beaten Fury twice, both times decisively. The winner, by unanimous decision. Still undefeated. Why risk a perfect record just to indulge the ego of a fighter he had already outclassed? Usyk had bigger goals in mind, and a third bout with Fury wasn't one of them. For him, it was never about dragging out a rivalry. It was about moving forward, staying focused, and building a legacy that didn't hinge on redundant rematches. He was done proving a point to Fury. His team echoed this sentiment, making it clear that Usyk had no interest in revisiting the past when there were new challenges waiting. Fury, on the other hand, had lost his unbeaten record, and with it, the leverage to demand anything. While Fury clamored for a trilogy, Usyk's camp focused on meaningful fights that would elevate his already stellar resume. For Usyk, efficiency was key, and wasting time on Fury simply didn't align with his plans. As Fury begged for another chance, Usyk turned his attention to new opportunities. Promoters began speculating about potential bouts with top contenders like Daniel Dubois or Joseph Parker, fights that would further solidify his status as the undisputed heavyweight king. Usyk's decision wasn't just about shutting down Fury, it was about prioritizing progress over repetition. Even Eddie Hearn, ever the vocal promoter, didn't miss the chance to throw in his 2 cents, further fueling the excitement around Usyk's next moves.
Even close.
Where's Frank? Make it happen.
Mr. Excellency. Your Excellency.
Speaking to DAZN, Eddie Hearn described Fury's loss as a pivotal moment in his career, which as promoters speak for things are looking grim, mate. But Hearn wasn't just rubbing salt in the wound. He was already hyping up a potential Fury versus Anthony Joshua clash, because of course he was. According to Hearn, Fury didn't completely bomb in the rematch, but he wasn't himself either. His timing was off, and his punch resistance looked diminished. Hearn noted, a polite way of saying Fury got outclassed by a better fighter. He suggested that Fury might need to rethink his approach if he wants to stay competitive, but let's be honest, Hearn's main priority was laying the groundwork for his next big payday. Carl Froch, on the other hand, didn't bother with pleasantries. Known for his blunt takes, Froch ripped into Fury's performance, calling it lackluster and criticizing his lack of aggression, something that's usually his trademark.
It was marked up, and he's now having to say, and he actually called it today, he said, Turkey Usyk.
When Fury had some success, he didn't believe in it enough to back it up, Froch said, which is essentially boxing speak for he froze. Froch also pointed out that Fury seemed to be waiting for a miracle punch that never came, as if Usyk would simply stand there and let it happen. He even hinted that retirement might be on the horizon for Fury. He's wealthy, he's accomplished, but once that fire's gone, it's hard to keep going, Froch remarked. Translation: if you're only in it for the paycheck, it might be time to hang up the gloves. Meanwhile, Johnny Nelson, another no-nonsense analyst, used his platform to heap praise on Usyk while meticulously dissecting Fury's many missteps. The message was clear. Usyk's brilliance wasn't just about winning the fight. It was about exposing the flaws in Fury's game.
Who?
Tyson Fury.
It's only one fight, but there's no point in me. It's not the time to start calling the fight out. You don't know what Fury's going to do. Maybe he doesn't want to fight again. The one thing I will say is, Fury performed well. You know, it's not like he's a finished fighter. His timing was off. His punch.
Nelson highlighted how Usyk seized control from the opening bell, forcing Fury into a reactive stance. Fury was constantly reacting instead of initiating. Nelson observed. A diplomatic way of saying Fury looked completely out of his depth. He also pointed out Fury's glaring hesitation, as though he was second-guessing himself at every turn. Whether it was the pressure of the rematch or the lingering sting of the first loss, Fury just couldn't get out of his own way.